من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم على اشرف الانبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى اله وصحبه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هو الذي يسيركم في البر والبحر حتى إذا كنتم في الفلك وجرينا به بريح طيبة وفرحوا بها جاءتها ريح عاصف وجاءهم الموج من كل مكان وظنوا أنه محيط بهم دعوا الله مخلصين له الدين لئن أنجيتنا من هذه لنكونن من الشاكرين. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Dear brothers, before we start today's darsa, our brother yesterday asked whether I don't see him here. He said Cloud City, you know, in Dubai, they send an aircraft to the clouds and then they blow toxic material, they throw toxic material in the air through the aircraft into the clouds to force them to drop rain, but nothing happens. And those materials are very toxic. They are silver iodide and potassium iodide. These are toxic chemicals. You throw them in the air there and then it falls into the bay. There is no rain and you are poisoning people. It uses deep water. You know what happened recently in Dubai. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, without silver iodide, without potassium iodide, He put so much rain in Dubai, it was almost like the time of Nabi Nuh. The whole of Dubai was about to be drowned, and the people drowned. It was so bad. So many cars were thrown out, people inside were killed. And you know, the reason is very obvious. There were so many brothers in Dubai, and Allah wanted to clean them, but people never learn from lessons. Allah says, subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He brought the noble Qur'an as a hidayah, as a guidance, to guide people from shirk to come to tawheed, to Islam, to proper iman. So Allah gives this example. We have been talking about rail engineering. We've been talking about storage of water in aquifers under the rocks, underneath the ground. Now we talk the big waters in the ocean and the bad winds. Allah gives an example of a heaven that occurred in the ocean. And people became guided whether they liked it or not. وَالَّذِي يُسَيِّرُكُمْ فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ. It is Allah who makes you travel in the land and in the sea. حَتَّى إِذَا كُنْتُمْ فِي الْفُلْكِ, until you are in a ship. Cruise liner, these cruise liners, people go inside and they are touring, coming from Seychelles to Mombasa, going to Aden or going to another place, enjoying themselves in these huge liners. Until the ship goes with a good wind. Now I had an example, I had a good friend who was a captain of a big ship, and he told me he was traveling from Singapore towards the Red Sea. So as they moved from the Indian Ocean, they were about it before this war, this long time ago, before this war in the Red Sea. They were coming from Indian Ocean and about to enter the Red Sea. This is exactly what Allah described here, happened to them. وَجَعَلْنَا بِهِمْ بِرِيحٍ طَيِّبَةٍ. And they were moving in a very nice wind. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning. The sun is out. The sky is blue. And there's a cool breeze blowing. And people were on the deck. The deck is the top part of the ship. They were enjoying themselves. One was taking a sandwich together with a cup of tea. Another one there is taking juice, orange juice. They were all very happy, nice that they were moving. Indian Ocean towards the Red Sea. وَفَرِحُوا بِهَا, and they were enjoying it, they were feeling happy. جَاءَتْ رِيحٌ عَاصِفٌ. Allah says, suddenly, a wind, a very bad wind, a storm came. First of all, the sky, which was blue, now became black, dark, because of this huge, massive cloud. Rihun Asif, stormy wind. وَجَاءَ الْمَوْجُ مِنْ كُلِّ مَكَانٍ. It was not only dark, the wind was coming it with rain, with water, and everybody ran away from the deck. They went underneath the ship. وَجَاءَ الْمَوْجُ مِنْ كُلِّ مَكَانٍ. And then the waves, they started meeting on the right side. They started meeting the ship on the other left side, on front and back, so the ship was tossing up and down like this, like a piece of paper. It was a huge ship made of steel. It was now like this piece of paper. Nothing because of the storm wind. Huge. 5,000 tons, 2,000 tons of steel. But now it became so weak and they were throwing this. وَجَعَلُوا الْوَدْءَ مِنْ كُلِّ مَكَانٍ وَظَنُّوا أَنَّهُ مُحِيطٌ بِهِمْ. Now when the wind comes from every direction, what does it mean? It means it is a tornado. It means it's not the ordinary storm. It is a tornado. The wind goes down on this. That's why they was moving in every direction. A big tornado. And people were thrown on the deck. Some of them lost consciousness. Some started vomiting. He told me that even if you are an experienced seaman, you have been traveling for many years in the ocean, you will vomit that day because it was a very bad storm. وَظَنُّوا, Allah says, وَظَنُّوا أَنَّهُ مُحِيطٌ بِهِمْ. They were all sure that they were going to die. It was a cargo, it was not just a sea liner, it was a cargo ship. Most of the containers dropped off in the ocean, they fell off. وَظَنُّوا أَنَّهُ مُحِيطٌ بِهِمْ. They were sure that they were all going to die. دَعُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ. Now look what Allah says. Everybody started asking Allah, Ya Allah, save me! Ya Allah, I'm dying! There was a Christian. You were not Christian, when they have a problem, they say, Jesus, Jesus. He told me he was not saying Jesus. He was saying, oh God, oh God, oh God. And then there was another one who said, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. Always, when he was in problem, he used to call Hussein. And you know who was Hussein? Hussein is the grandson of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Always he was saying Hussein. But that day he was not calling Hussein. Hussein, mother, Hussein, help me. That day he was saying, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. And then there's another one who said, Ali, mother, Ali, help me. Ali, you know, is a cousin of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Always whenever he was in problem, he used to call Ali, Ali, Ya Ali, mother, Ali, help me. But that day he was saying, Oh Allah, oh Allah. And then there were other people who said, Ya Nabi, Ya Rasul. Others say, tumesimama. Stand up, Ya Rasul. Stand up, O Prophet. Tumesimama. Especially the people from the coast. From Mombasa, Malindi, Lamu. They said, tumesimama. Oh, Tume, help me, Rasulullah. He was not saying, tumesimama. Tume, stand up and help me. He was saying, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. And this is what Allah says. Da'ullah mukhlisina lahudin. Everybody, a kafir, a Muslim, a mushrik, was calling no other. Da'ullah. They were calling only Allah. Mukhlisina, sincerely, purely, lahudin. That they want to be called, to be worshipped. لَإِنْ أَنْجَتَنَا مِنْ هَذِهِ. Oh Allah, if you save us from this storm, لَنَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الشَّاكِرِينَ. We will be very, very thankful. Allahu Akbar. And this story is not only me example. There is a chef from Kuwait. He's called Chef Suwaidan. He says he was one time in California, in America, and then rain started falling, but it was not ordinary rain. It was a hailstorm. Chunks of ice were falling down. The cars in midstream were broken. Some people were injured on the head. And he says, Sheikh Suwaidan from Kuwait, he says everybody was saying, oh God. They were not saying, oh Jesus. They were saying, oh God, oh God, oh God. So this thing is not unique to the ocean. It is everywhere. Whenever there is a calamity, there is a problem, people leave their ship and they call Allah and Allah alone. Now, when this verse was recited to a professor of oceanography, a French professor of oceanography, a French professor of the sea, French professor, he read this, when he was reciting this verse, he asked only one question. هل ركب محمد السفن? Has Muhammad ever climbed a ship? He was told, La abada, never. Rasulullah never traveled in the sea. He never boarded a ship. Then he said, these words in the Qur'an, they are not coming from Muhammad. They are coming from the one who created the ocean, the one who created the storm. And that is Allah. And he said, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. So you see, when Allah wants to guide some people, He uses many means to guide them. And this is one way Allah guides people. وَجَزَاكُمُ اللَّهُ خَيْرًا. أَقُولُ مَا تَسْمَعُونَ وَأَسْتَغْفِرُ اللَّهَ لِي وَلَكُمْ وَلِسَائِرِ